Hi, this is Max Riddle. In this video, I will be going over my auction implementation. Let me clean up these terminals real quick. Here I already have the server running, and close that, run it again just to show that off. And then while that's going, I will start my clients. Start up 2 of them because this is multi-threaded. And this connected, the second one will connect. And boom. Now I'll play through a game. Let's call it test 2 because this is my second take of the video. Join the game, random values. Looks like I won just from guessing. Let's check the leaderboard, and wow, that is my second highest score. Here are the previous playthroughs. Here's my previous take of this video test. And then I will walk through my code implementation. Here's handle join. We are converting the item into an auction item using the provided helper method, and then I created another helper method. This grabs all of the player information and puts it into a player status protocol object. And then now that we have that information, we are able to send our response. And then handle bid. Here I have another parameter, output stream out. That's because we're going to have to send 2 responses in case the game is over. We send the initial bid response and then the game over response, which will be shown momentarily. And then first we're going to validate the bid using the provided method. If it's null, there's an error. We'll send an error using the provided build error class. Grab the current item reserve price. And then we store the bids into these variables here. If we got a -1 to skip, we will convert that to a 0 so that we're not comparing any negative numbers in this logic here. Here we're going to determine the highest bid, and then we're going to check for any ties by creating a list of the winners, and then if any players have a bid equal to the highest bid we determined, then we'll add them to that list. If the list is bigger than 1, that would mean that we have multiple winners, and in that case we will sort them in alphabetical order and return the bid at index 0. And then we award the item respectively, and then we create our bid objects. We create our result object as well, and then if there's another, well, first we're going to move to the next item, and then that's going to let us know if there's another item, and then we start building our response here, but we don't finish it because if there is another item, then we're going to want to add the next item there. Otherwise, that means the game is over. We're still going to send that response. So that's why we have the out parameter passed in, because we're going to still send that, and then after that we're going to send our game over, which has the same logic for checking for ties. And then we add it to the leaderboard. Add all of our player statuses. We have an overridden method, get player status, in case it's a bot. And then we build up our game result, and we send our game over response.